Hey guys, GPA Jesus here. Let's cover the determinants of supply of labor and resource demand. So when we have a typical labor market and firm graph, these new curves can be quite confusing. I mean, we have supply of labor instead of supply and resource demand. To make it worse, they each have their own determinants. So once again, acronyms can be really useful for remembering labor market determinants. However, I didn't just create any usual acronym. I used the tools of a janitor, a towel, and a mop. So we have a trusty old towel for a supply of labor to clean those windows. And then we have a regular old mop to wipe the floor clean for resource demand. So let's go through these new acronyms and start with supply of labor on towel. So first we have a T. T is for a change in taste. This is talking about more of worker tastes, a change in preferences or societal norms. For example, the recent craze for coding has increased coding popularity drastically, increasing the amount of people willing to work in the job, thus shifting the supply of labor, which the supply of labor is essentially the number of people willing to work in a job. Next we have O for change in price of other related resources. So there's this one great example from a resource link below about a fall in the cost of childcare that can make it cheaper to work and will thus increase the amount of people willing to work. So for a change in price of other resources, this mostly includes complements and substitutes, which can all affect the amount of people willing to work. So next we have a change in wealth. If someone's wealth or income increases, the supply of labor will be decreased as they now have less of a need to work, whereas Lumen learning states will increase the demand for leisure. Therefore, if a question states that the community income or wealth has increased, supply of labor will shift to the left. So lastly for our towel, we have a change in labor, or more like the working population. So if there's a sudden increase in the population of a small town, there's probably going to be more people willing to work for a job, as there's now more people who need jobs. So that's towel for you to clean the windows with, as supply goes up to the sky and you need a clear, shiny, transparent windows to see the sky with. However, a janitor isn't set without his trusty mop to clean the floor, and we need shiny floors as well, so that's why we also need a mop for resource demand. So next we have a change in marginal product, or just MP, basically the productivity of the next worker. This includes both human capital and physical capital. For example, farming techniques have changed greatly, as before farmers would use cattle or basic traditional techniques to farm their plants. However, that was extremely inefficient compared to what we have today with our flying airplanes covering 50 acres of land or something every second. I don't know. But for human capital, educating all your workers can increase the amount of benefit or marginal revenue they can bring to the company, as they're now much more knowledgeable and can be much more productive. But this will increase resource demand with a change in productivity essentially. So next we have a change in the supply of other factors, such as an increase in the amount of farmland that allows for more vegetables to be produced. This determinant is less important than the other two for resource demand though, so don't worry about it too much. Finally, we have a change in price, specifically product price, as if the item a worker sells is more expensive, then more revenue can be earned from hiring that next worker, leading to an increase in resource demand. So to recap, you can use the cleaning tools of a towel and a mop. Towel for supply of labor and mop for resource demand. So hope this video helped. GPA Jesus out. I died for your grades.